It's funny looking back at where this space started. Tom and I have been working since December to transform this dilapidated and neglected 80-year-old shed into my cozy dream she shed retreat. And little by little, every piece has been found, thrifted, rescued, or transformed somehow. This week felt like one of those turning point weeks for the she shed. Tom finished the roof on the new porch. I found a couple of vintage pieces I've been thinking about, and several thrifted furniture pieces finally got the makeover they needed. For the first time, this little space is starting to feel less like a collection of projects and more like the cozy cottage retreat I've been imagining from the beginning. Welcome back to the Cleveland Cottage. I'm Janet. We're so glad you're here, so let's get started. This week brought some exciting progress inside and out. One of the biggest changes this week happened outside. Tom worked on finishing the roof structure for the new porch addition. This porch has been part of the vision from the very beginning because I wanted the she shed to feel welcoming before you even stepped inside. Seeing the roof finally in place makes such a difference. It's starting to give the shed the cottage character I've been imagining. Tom is not a carpenter by nature. It just amazes me how he has taught himself to do all the carpentry projects around the house and on the she shed. He hones his skills with every project and adapts with every difficult situation, which is a lot when you're dealing with a home built in 1940. I spent some time painting a few more furniture pieces, but first Tom and I had to move all the furniture outside and lay drop cloths so Missy Marvina here didn't get any paint on the new floor. Once we got all the furniture on the porch, I needed to clean it with the vinegar and water solution to ensure that I got off all the oil. I ordered some specialty mixed paint from the Blackberry House in PatPat Pink. I want to add it to the details of the cabinet after I put on the Fresh Eggs paint. I hope it comes today. The second side table, the yard sale cabinet, and the thrifted round table all received fresh coats of the Blackberry House Fresh Eggs paint that I used in the previous video. One thing I've learned throughout this project is that paint can completely change the look of a piece. These furniture pieces came from different places and different time periods, but now they're beginning to work together as a collection, and that makes the room feel much more intentional. It was so hot outside and the paint was drying as I was applying it. In hindsight, I should have painted it inside the shed. I also had something stuck on the brush and it left streaks on the top of the cabinet, but after the second coat of paint, it minimized the streaks from whatever it was that was in the brush. We'll get these pieces finished, and then I'm going to go watch the antique finds from my last haul, and a special something that I went back for at the Antiques Parlor, so stay tuned. After my last trip to the antique store, there were a couple of pieces I couldn't stop thinking about. Have you ever left a store and then spent some days wishing you'd bought something? That's exactly what happened. I wanted to clean everything because when we're finished here, we're going to move the furniture back in and begin styling the pieces with some flowers from Michael's. So I made another trip back to the Antiques Parlor. This time I brought home a beautiful McCoy vase for fresh flowers and a vintage milk bottle that I thought would be perfect for decorating the she shed. Sometimes it's the smallest pieces that add the most character. Now that the paint has dried, Tom and I need to get the furniture back in the she shed so I can begin styling the pieces. I can't wait for you to see how everything turns out. There's still so much more to do, but it's slowly coming together. Discovered the wheels on the yard sale cabinet were wooden wheels. You don't see that anymore. We're going to give them to our neighbor who makes wood pieces. I'm sure Boyd will love them. Now I'm going to put out all the antique finds from last week and the things that I went back for at the Antiques Parlor. Then I'll be adding the flowers that I bought at Michael's. All the spring flowers were 50% off and the small roses were 99 cents a bunch. I think the fresh eggs paint and the pink is slowly tying all the pieces together like in the inspirational photos from my previous video. If you haven't watched it, I hope you'll go back to see the ChatGPT mock-ups of the room and my vision for how the space will hopefully look when we're finished. The hat box was too tall to stand up, but I'll probably move things around as I buy new things and finish layering in all the pieces. I need to start covering the books, but that will probably be the last thing that I do. I can't wait for you to see the painted yard sale cabinet with all the flowers in the vases. I'm in love with how it turned out. I hope you are too. Once we're finished styling everything, I'll take you on a tour outside and a final inside tour before my goodbye. If you're still watching, please leave a comment about what your favorite part of today's video was. Tom and I love reading your comments. Shout out to Dr. Linda. I told Tom that you're his #1 fan. Sending love and well wishes, sis. I apologize for the camera angle. It looked fine on the screen, but when I was editing the video, I noticed it was out of frame. Don't worry, you'll get to see all the flowers in just a minute. Now it's time for the big reveal. I had so much fun doing all the projects today and just love how it all turned out. I also ordered a new paint color for my grandfather's buffet table. The color is called PatPat Pink, and I'm so excited to see it in person. My neighbor reached out to the owner of the company to ask if she would mix another batch of this specialty paint color created just for our precious friend Miss PatPat. The PatPat Pink is a soft vintage inspired pink that I think will fit perfectly with the cottage style I'm trying to create. The buffet is one of the most meaningful pieces in the room, so choosing a color felt like a big decision. I can't wait to show you that transformation soon. And let's go see the porch. Tom still has to put the tin roof on, and he's got to put the eaves, but it's almost finished, and then we can start painting. And he just moved the light fixture up. And I want to get a new rug, and we're going to move my grandfather's chair out here, and I'll paint it as well. And here's the view from the porch. And Tom mowed and cleaned up the yard a little bit. We still have a lot more to do, but we're making some serious progress now. But I can't wait to start decorating the porch. When I walk through the she shed now, I can finally start seeing how all these individual projects are coming together. The porch is taking shape, the furniture is beginning to feel cohesive, and the vintage pieces are adding those layers of character I've always loved. There's still plenty of projects ahead, but it's exciting to see the vision becoming reality one step at a time. And we're so happy that you've been here on this journey with us, and there's still so much more to come. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. Let us know what you think about the PatPat Pink and the layered pieces that I've added so far. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow along as we continue to transform our little backyard she shed into our dream cottage retreat. Until the next time, live life and find what makes you happy. Tom and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.